Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another voice note. In today's voice note, I'm talking about intention, both how powerful it is, and how hilarious it is, because whatever you intend for your life will always come to pass. It will always come to pass. There are the spoken intentions. I want to go on holiday, I want to write a book, I want to quit my job and do this thing. And then there are the unspoken intentions, which are almost like the wishes of your heart. They come to pass too. The third kind of intention is a very dangerous one, and it is what we see as normal for our lives. Do you know that the life that you are living is basically what you think is normal for you? Is it normal for you to set a goal, follow through on that goal, and live the result? Is that normal for you? Or is it normal for you to set a goal, potter around the edges, faff about a bit, cause yourself all kinds of distress, avoiding the action that will actually lead to the result, and then not do the thing that you promised yourself you would do? 5 years go by, 10 years go by, and therefore you say, it is normal for me not to achieve my goals. It is normal for me to be in pain. It is normal for me to just fall short of the mark of what I want in my life. Changing your life means changing what is normal for you, and it all begins with spoken intention. It all begins with spoken intention. So what I mean by that is actually admitting what you want for your life and saying, I am going to go for it. But there's 3 parts to this that you really have to understand in order for this process to be okay. Let me give you some context to this, and then we'll go into what those 3 things are. A lot of people say to me, Lisa, I'm lost. I don't know what my vision is. How do you uncover your purpose? I don't know where to begin. My response to a lot of people now, based on my own journey and the people I've worked with, is you're not lost. You know exactly what your purpose is, and you know exactly what you want for your life, and you know precisely what changes you want to make. What your problem is you don't want to face it, admit it, and deal with the destruction that it will lead to. Oh, that's harsh, and I feel like some of you are going to feel called out on that, yes? These are the messages I get. Lisa, I feel like you wrote that to me. I promise these are never personal messages, but they do tend to speak to how people are feeling, which is good, because I only ever share the truth of what I'm going through. So people know what change they have to make. They know what they want, they know what their dream is, and I think to a certain degree, people, even if they haven't considered it deeply, have a feeling of what is for them in their lives and what is possible for them and what they might have been put on this planet to do. They have a feeling of what that path might be, but they won't look at it properly, and they won't admit that they know it, because to admit it means to put yourself in the way of change, to put yourself in the way of difficult conversations. So there are 3 stages to this whole process of change. The first one is to admit, first of all, this is what I want. This is who I know I can be. This is how I want my life to change. And I would venture right now that without committing it to paper, without having to tell anybody, without having to email it to me, do you know a major change you would make in your life if you weren't afraid, or it didn't involve other people, or it didn't mean a massive disruptive change, or you were guaranteed that the outcome would be exactly as you wanted it? Do you know the change you would make? Do you know what you would do? I think most people do. So just pause and have a think. 1, did he not know? 2, did he not know? You know what the change is, don't you? Step 1 is admit it. Step 2 is even more painful. Step 2 is accept it. There's a difference between admitting it and accepting it. In between those stages, there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain because you're admitting what you want, you're realizing your current life is nowhere near, or it could be, but likely nowhere near what you want, and you're thinking, I'm not going to do it, the change is too much, but I would really like to do that. I feel like it's inevitable for me. I'm not going to do it. It will hurt too many people. I feel like if I did it, this would happen. I'm not going to do it. I can deal with the life that I've got. The pain is too great. I want to make a change. Damn it, I accept. I have to change this thing in my life. And that to and fro is about pain, I think, right? Most people are happy to live a life that is painful because the change, the conversations they'd have to have, the disruption they'd go through, the changes they'd have to make are more painful than the pain of just getting on with the life that they've got. But there's a moment when that switches, when all of a sudden staying in your current life and living the way you're living becomes too painful. You've been through it too many times. Here I am again. This keeps happening in my life. Why do I keep ending up here? It becomes too painful, and all of a sudden something changes and we can't tolerate that pain, and now we're willing to tolerate the pain of acceptance. That's it, I've had enough, something's got to change. We accept the change. We're still not talking about action yet. You've got to get comfortable with the idea that your life is about to change, that you have to do something different, that something else was meant for you, that you are going to have these difficult conversations. You journal about it, you tell a friend about it, you work it through with a coach, but ultimately you know the action is coming, and it's okay to spend time admitting what you want and have a few months go by, that's okay. And to then work on accepting it and thinking about how those changes are going to pan out and preparing for it and bolstering yourself and putting things in your way that are going to help make that transition easier. Only then do you have to start thinking, what's the action got to be? What does it look like? Who do I have to speak to? What change do I have to make? What do I have to announce? What do I have to build? And I want to tell you something really, really important here. Once you've admitted it and you've accepted it and you're beginning the journey of change, at this stage, all you are doing is changing what is normal for you. That is all you are doing. Over here, before you changed your life, it was normal for you to get on with it, to go with the flow, to do as you were told, to accept the status quo, to live in pain, to go without, to whatever. That was normal for you. That is no longer normal. Taking action on your dreams or making a change in your life means changing what is normal. In terms of, how do I talk to myself? Normally, I would say, oh, it doesn't matter, your life's fine, don't rock the boat, just get on with it. No longer normal. What I want to be normal is, I can have more, I can be more, I can do more. I have the means to make this change. I know that if I go after it, things will rise up to help me, I will figure it out. I'm a competent individual, I've been through change before, I can make this work. You've changed what is normal about the way you speak to yourself. Next comes behavior and action. What is normal for me in terms of action and behavior? Maybe it's normal for you to stay up till midnight watching TV. That's normal for you. Changing your life, it might now have to be normal for you to go to bed at 10 because you're getting up early to do something different or work on your dreams, right? And the people who've mastered change are the people who've mastered that process of admitting what they want, accepting what they want, and then going through the process of changing what is normal. How does somebody with the result that I want talk to themselves? How do they act? What do they prioritize? What values do they have? What do they believe? When you change that, you're changing what is deeply ingrained in you, what is normal, for something that is abnormal, and this is where all hell breaks loose, because that is wildly uncomfortable. We don't want to do that, and it shunts us back to, where's my comfort zone? What feels safe? Let's retreat back. Got to push yourself back to change. What is my vision? What do I want for my life? What do I expect? What do I feel I deserve? How do I feel pushed forward? What is my purpose telling me? What do I feel called to do? And the thing that bridges the gap? Action. What is the action required to bridge the gap between who I am and what I know I can be, this new vision I have for my life, and now changing what is normal for me means changing the way I think, the way I talk to myself, the way I act, the way I behave, changing what is normal on that plane. The reason I'm bringing this up today is because this is what the first month's membership content is all about. It is in equal measure brilliant and horrendous. Not really horrendous, I just mean in this membership, it is about changing your life. It is about admitting what you want, accepting it, and doing the work to change what is normal for you. We have to change what is normal for us if we want a different outcome in our lives. So to give you a little flavour of it, if you've been following this journey and you're thinking, yeah, I might like a little bit of this membership in my life, Lisa, let me just put a little clip in from the very first month's content, which covers vision, purpose, the 90-day action sprint, and how all of those things come together. Here's a little flavour for you. I can really sense that these videos change pace. Some of them are slow and steady and we'll talk about purpose, and some of them are get your butt out the door and get on a walk. This one I feel I'm going to be excited for, and I'm getting a bit hot. I could do with having the door or the window open, but there's a lawnmower outside and these are the perks of filming, so we're just going to dig in and go for it. In this video, we're talking about the behaviours that you have to prioritise to be the person who does the thing. And I'm so excited about this because I don't know why, it's just so physical and it's so fun. Remember this, okay? You asked for this. It's not a punishment. Don't think, oh, I have to do the thing. No, I get to. I am free to. I am excited to, okay? So at this stage, you've probably got an idea of the vision, right? You might have written some ideas down, started cutting and sticking. Brilliant, never too old. You've probably got an idea of what the goal is. If not, just gently be thinking about it. And don't think too much. Commit pen to paper, write, and clarity will come. It will unfold. And hopefully, please, like, put in the comments if you did it. I hope you did the thing. Sitting your butt in the chair, or buying the new baking book, or going on a walk around the block. It's as easy as that. It's not about the big, bold things that we do. It's about the little things we do every day. They add up to being the person who does the thing. So combining all of those, the vision, the goal, the 90-day sprint, I want you to ask yourself, what are the 5 or 6 key behaviors that I need to build into my life on a daily basis in order for those things that I've written about or spoken about, in order for those things to come true? Because you do not have to obsess over your vision. You have to broadly know what it is and hold it as a gentle expectation. But the most important thing you can do is become the person today. Somebody who achieves those things, what do they think about? What behaviors do they prioritize? What do they do? So if I take the 6-pack example, I know that for me to manifest that, for that to come into actuality, I'm not just going to say, please give me a 6-pack, because I tried that and it didn't work. Instead, I said, guide me to be the person who has a 6-pack. What do I need to do? You probably need some books on nutrition. Oh, okay. So on my behavior chart would go, learn about nutrition, change your diet, eat good food, eat protein, eat a more balanced diet, right? The second thing that would go on the behavior chart has to be the gym, doesn't it, right? Yoga, whatever, it could be whatever you love, but for me, it was sit-ups, and I love the physicality of moving my body and going to the gym. I'm actually obsessed. It's become such a powerful release, but also every time I'm there and I'm doing the twists or whatever, or I'm doing a plank, I think, Lisa, you are building resolve, you are building strength, you are being the person who does the thing. And I think if you can stick this out, you can stick that out. And the strength I'm building in the gym, emotionally, mentally, physically, I bring into other areas of my life as well. So immediately on my tracker, and there's a printout of this, you can print this out as many times as you like. This has been such a game changer for me because it holds me accountable. I find it fun to fill in. Never punish yourself for not ticking off the items. It's there to educate you on what you're doing and what you're not doing. Let the contrast guide you back. I've gone off track, I forgot what I'm doing. Okay, read the vision again. Remind yourself of the goal. Who am I becoming? What is this for? What is my purpose? What am I excited about? What's my project? What's my focus? And go back to the behaviors. I know that if I want to become a published author, I need to be writing, for 3 hours every week. Whatever the behavior is, write it down. And this is so exciting. Be the person who does the thing. If you can practice over the next few weeks, getting to the point where you are doing the activities more than you're not, you literally become the person who does the thing. You can let go of the vision because it's coming. Remember, guys, it isn't about the big changes that we make. Yes, one day we might wake up and say, right, no more, I'm going to make this big change. And all of a sudden the catalyst is there and we make the big change. But what really matters is this steady, consistent actions we take on a weekly, monthly basis that compound over months and years into the new life that we're building. And remember, I think most people, you included, know exactly what you want for your life. You have a feeling of what you're here to do, and the only way that is going to become clearer is if you start putting your eyes on it and looking at it and spending time asking the question, what is my vision? What do I want? What do I feel compelled to do? Who do I feel like I could be? And then dancing with action. I love this notion of practice. It's not about waking up and deciding this is who I am and then all of a sudden you're that perfect new person and you've transitioned seamlessly and nobody's going to notice. No, the process is messy and horrendous and disgusting. And I'm telling you that because it isn't about making a perfect transition. It's about practicing being the person who does the thing so that you can hold in your hand the thing that you actually want for your life. So I want to tell you guys that the membership is open. It's £24 a month if you want to join. And the big thing about it is a set of videos to guide you on a very specific process or change, calling you out on the BS and making you do the work, worksheets where I've written a bit of a mini chapter. They're going to evolve as I go, you'll see, and some worksheets and some questions to help you think. And then on the first Sunday of every month, I'm going to go live in a Zoom and get you in and talk about this and go into more depth over an hour, hour and a half. The only thing is the first month is actually going to be the second Sunday to give people time to get in and experience it live. So I shall say no more other than whatever you intend for your life will come to pass. It is inevitable. Can you please do the work of just looking at it and admitting the truth, and then moving on to accepting it and getting comfortable with what that's going to look like in your life, and then comes the action. And if you want plenty of support and motivation and a constant reminder to do the work, check out the membership. It's open now. You could be among the very first members to join. If you've got any questions about it, don't hesitate, email me, but I have put on the page a little demo of what's in there, a little clip from the old memberships. So guys, that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope there's an idea there that you can take forward, and thank you as ever for your support, for tuning in, for liking, for subscribing, and for all of your wonderful comments about the new brand, the website. I've held that in my heart for a little while, and now it's out in the world, and I can't thank you enough for your support on that. So until next week, over and out.